everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Jessica Alba's Honest Beauty products. I'm currently doing the online subscription, so basically you get 3 items for $50 and every other item after that is 25% off. And they come in bundles. I've already received 2 of my bundles, so I will review what I have so far and you can decide if you want to try these out or not. So I'll go right into it. First product I'll be reviewing is the Everything Primer. This is what it looks like. It's supposed to illuminate your skin and minimize the appearance of pores. And Jessica Alba raved about this in a video and I was intrigued. I wanted to try it out and see what it was all about. I don't normally use primers. I've tried a ton and for some reason I've had no success with primers. I just feel like it just makes my makeup move everywhere, which is the total opposite of what a primer is supposed to do. So I don't know if it's just my skin, but I never liked primers. But I wanted to try this one out. It's not your typical primer. It has a very kind of light and serum-y consistency. And what I like about it is that it kind of sinks into your skin. You have to let it set first. I wouldn't apply anything right away. But I feel it does kind of plump up my skin a little bit. And it does do a good job at holding the cream foundation, which I will be reviewing next. So I really like this. But I do want to say all of these products I've tried with other products outside of the Honest Beauty line, and I don't think they mesh well with other products. I guess it's because they're all pretty much made with very similar ingredients, so they work well together. I've noticed when mixing the Honest Beauty products with other products, they seem to separate from each other. At least I could see it on my skin. Like this with my Maybelline concealer, I would see it start separating throughout the day, so just want to disclaim that. The next product I will be reviewing is the Everything Cream Foundation, and I'm in the color Camel. I've never used a cream foundation before. All I use is liquid, and then I've tried some powders, but I've never used a cream foundation, and I was scared because I thought it'd be too thick, but surprisingly it feels pretty light on the skin. It does definitely have medium to full coverage, which I like. I think it does very well in covering, but it was surprisingly not as heavy. It does have a dewy finish. I would set this with a mattifying powder just because throughout the day I know this would look too oily. As the hours go by, I do notice it kind of start sinking into the lines a little bit, especially my smile line, but I just kind of have to blend that in throughout the day. Other than that, I really enjoy the cream foundation. I also got the Everything Cream Foundation in a darker shade, which is Java. This is a little bit too orange for my face. I think it would look great during the summertime, but I will still show you how I apply it at the end of the video. I basically just take kind of like a big kabuki shaped brush and I warm up the outsides of my face. Nothing too precise, just to give a little bit more definition. I do have this coming in my next bundle in Almond, which I think has more of a grayish undertone, so it looks more natural as a contour. Again, this is too orange for my face, but you'll see how I apply it. I'll show it anyway. Next product is the Luminizing Powder, and I have this in Dawn Reflection, and it looks like this. It's a very pretty peachy highlighter. You can also use it as a blush, but I think it'd be too light. It's a very pretty peachy highlighter, and it looks very natural. I have it on right now. It's probably a little more emphasized because of the lighting, but I really like this highlighter. And they have 2 other colors, I think more of a mauve-y color and more of a pink color, if I'm not mistaken. But I like peach on my cheeks, so I got this one. The next product is the concealer. And this is the Concealer Duo in Disappearing Dune. It comes with a lighter and a darker shade. I mix them both together. They're a nice consistency. They do very well in covering, but again, throughout the day it does seep through my lines. I'm not sure if you could see that. I have these lines there. It's not so bad right now because I haven't had this on for such a long time, but I do see it sinking in there at the end of the day. So as far as the lasting power, I give it a B+. It does its job, but it doesn't stay put, even after setting it. But I really like it. It's very blendable, and it does a good job in covering the dark circles or any marks or anything like that. So that is, again, the Concealer Duo in Disappearing Dune. Next is another product that she raved about. It's the Honest Beauty Magic Balm. I did not have such a great experience with it. I used it as chapstick. She places it on her crow's feet. It's supposed to blur out the lines. I did that, and I felt that it kind of diluted the makeup, and I started to see the concealer and the foundation separated. I don't know if you could see that. It already went into those lines, which is what I tried to avoid. So I wouldn't use that again on that area. I would just probably put it on my lips. I didn't have such a great experience with it. I honestly don't find much use for it other than kind of making my lips a little bit more shiny. She also says you could put it on your lids if you kind of want that wet look. I would probably place it on my brow bone just to give it a little bit more of a shine and a highlight. But as far as what she uses it for, I didn't think it did such a great job. It will blur out the lines, but I felt after minutes I could already see the product separating from the rest of the other products. So that's my take on it. Maybe you'll have a better experience with it, but I don't see so much use for this one. I think that was it for my first bundle. My next bundle were more kind of skincare. The first one was the Everything Tinted Moisturizer, and I got this in Honestly Honey. I will show you a video of me, well duh, I will show you a video of how it looks like towards the end of the day. I used this at work today, and that was a 9-hour shift, and you could see how it looked like after that 9-hour shift. I think it does a good job at evening out the skin tone. It's definitely not going to do any full coverage. I don't think any tinted moisturizer does, but the color match was perfect. It sits nicely when I set it with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. It it just helps with me. It helps me look presentable at work. The next product is the Beyond Protected Sheer Tint Daily Beauty Fluid, and it has SPF 30 sunscreen. I like this one. It smells really nice. The only thing is this bottle, I'm squeezing it, nothing comes out. I literally have to point it at my face and get the product directly from the bottle to my face. It's just kind of difficult to use. I don't know what it is. It's super sheer. There's barely any color. I wouldn't even depend on it to have any type of coverage. It does kind of even out the skin tone. Let's see if I can get this out. But it's very light. You won't even see any coverage. It smells very nice. Very spa-like. I would definitely not recommend this one for oily skin. It is pretty oily, I think. I used it once right under the cream foundation, and the foundation moved everywhere, and I was really disappointed in that, but I purchased it, so I wanted to make it work somehow. So the next time I tried it, I spread it around my face and I let it set first, which I think helped a lot. If you just let the product sit on your face for a little bit and let it absorb, it wasn't so oily then. I would really just use this if I'm going like grocery shopping or something. It just gives the appearance of a more even skin tone, but I wouldn't use this under full coverage foundations or on a night out, because I think this will end up making your face very oily. The next product is the Honest Beauty Younger Face Deep Hydration Cream. I really like this. It's super hydrating, especially for the winter time. It kind of has a gel consistency, I think. This one definitely smells like spa oils or massage oils, and it smells really pleasant at first, but I must say that it does get a little bit distracting throughout the day. Almost starts smelling like an old lady, so that's one thing I don't like about it, but it's super moisturizing and it feels so nice on the skin. Again, another thing I wouldn't really recommend for oily skin, because I could imagine that it just would make it 10 times more oily. I'm kind of noticing that a lot of this stuff isn't so great for oily skin, at least in my opinion, just because in my oily areas, I've noticed when using all of these products, they've gotten really oily. So, I don't know, just an observation right there. Another product I got was the Honest Beauty Brow Filler, and this one is in Rich Brunette, and it is one of those retractable pencils, and it comes with a spoolie brush at the end. I'm using it right now. It was a little weird to me at first, I guess just because the shade of brown was a lot darker than what I'm used to, or at least what my eyes are used to looking at. It fills it in pretty naturally, and I guess it really depends on how you apply it in your hand strokes, but I think it does a good job in giving me some eyebrows. I would still seal it in with my brow gel from Benefit, just because my brows in particular, see, I didn't put any on right now, but my brows in particular like to have a party of their own. The next product is the Honest Beauty Everything Makeup Palette. I think this is limited edition. Super cute packaging. Comes with a mirror. Oh, sorry. The cream foundation is small and my brush is really big, so it's smudged everywhere. But it comes with, what is that, 5 shadows, cream blush, and 2 lip colors. And the shadows are very pigmented. Giving you a little finger show. And they're very pretty neutral colors. I think you can do a lot of looks with this, and it will go with a lot of different outfits. The cream blush is very nice. I'm wearing it right now. You will see me apply it at the end of the video. It's very light and subtle, but it's blendable. I would use a duo fiber brush like this one, and it just gives you a nice flush of pink on your cheeks. This is Mulberry Kiss, and I was surprised at how pigmented it is when I placed my finger in there. And it's what I'm wearing right now, and it looks like kind of like you were eating a berry popsicle. It's very spring summerish. It's just like a nice tint of color on your lips, so I think it's very pretty. And then there's this nude color in Honey Kiss. It's very nude. And that also is very pretty, but I feel the nude kind of dries. I feel they both dry pretty fast on your lips. So I don't know if it was meant to be like that or if they're really just lip stains, but they do settle on your lips like lip stains. So, again, the Everything Makeup Palette. Okay, so that was my honest review on the Honest Beauty products. Overall, I really like all of them. There were just probably one or two hit and misses. These I like, but there are some downsides to it. This makes me really oily. You kind of have to wait and let it set into your skin before applying anything else. This one, I didn't see much use for it, or at least the uses that she uses it for, like the blurring of the lines. Again, I felt it diluted my under eye area and just kind of made the product separate. So not such a big fan of this one, but overall I love the products. They're very natural. The makeup is very natural looking, and I enjoyed them. I have one more bundle coming on the way. I think I will stop after then because I have too many products and I don't think I'm going to use them all. But I really enjoyed them, and I hope you can try them out and see if you enjoy them as well. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the end of the video. You'll see me apply the products and how I got this simple look. what I do with all my foundations that I purchase is right when I get home, I apply a layer and I take a photo with flash. I really need foundation that photographs well because I'm always taking pictures, and I honestly cannot stand a white floating face. It just is one of my pet peeves. So that's my tip to you. Just take a photograph with flash and keep your receipts, because if you look like a ghost, you have to return that foundation. Okay, we focused. Alright, hello. This is my update on the Honest Beauty Cream Foundation. I had applied this around 1 o'clock and now it's 5:30 p.m. So it's held up really well, I think. I was rubbing my eyes, so the concealer is pretty much gone. And I was blowing my nose, and so around my nose area the foundation's gone. But overall, I think it's held up really well. The highlight still looks really pretty. Overall, the foundation has not really rubbed off, I don't think. A little bit of natural oil has gone through, but that happens with all of my foundations. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the purchase. I think I'm going to be using this as my everyday foundation now. Okay, so this is what my face looks like after a 9-hour shift at work. And with using the Honest Beauty Everything Tinted Moisturizer, I did apply the Honest Beauty Beyond Protected Sheer Tint Daily Beauty Fluid first. And I let this set. You have to let it seep through your skin first, and then apply anything over that. Of course, after a 9-hour shift, you would expect some natural oils to come through, so my T-zone is pretty oily right now, but I did set it with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. But overall, I mean, it's a tinted moisturizer. I think it does its job. It evens out my skin tone. It makes me look presentable for work. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. But just so you can see what it looks like, give you an idea if you want to try it out. Yeah. Again, 9-hour shift. All I do is sit in front of the computer. I did go walking on my lunch breaks. And I'm always rubbing my eyes and whatnot, but I think it held up pretty well for the long day that I had. Okay, bye.